the page number?
85, Mataji.
Good chapter. So you are awake. That's okay. What was happening in the 85, Prabhu? Where were we last time?
The end of the page. Mataji, we can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't. Oh, sorry. I guess that was too much to ask. You remember the page number, so that's good. Okay, this is 80. All right, let's. That has beauty on her appearance. Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Okay, we can. Gauranga came to the becomes place of Sri Radhika Ravala. Okay, so Gauranga came here and he saw. Yeah, this is worth reading again. Yes, please. Somebody can start reading from here. Oh, Srinivasa.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, yeah.
O Srinivasa, after coming from Gokula, Gaurachandra and his associates stayed here for some time. He became overwhelmed with ecstatic love when he saw Ravala. What to speak of others? Even Anantashesha cannot describe his feelings of love. People came running from all directions, chanting the name of Hari and exclaiming, "Oh brother, see this jewel." Among us sannyasis, everyone became maddened, drinking the nectar of the Lord's moon-like face.
Gaurachandra. Lord, moon-like face, Gaurachandra. Yes, please.
Being greatly happy, they spoke to one another. I have concluded that he is definitely Krishna. By his own will, he is wandering throughout Vraja in this form. Someone else said, by seeing this golden complexioned form of the Lord, I am unable to speak, although I wish to.
Yeah, so this is what we discussed last time, right?
Yeah.
I think, Josna Devi Mataji, you said, who was having this kind of similar transcendental problem, Dhruva in Srimad Bhagavatam. He was unable to, please.
After speaking in this way, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, the people became agitated in love and tears flowed from their eyes. After manifesting his transcendental pastimes here, the Lord, along with the Sanoshia Brahmana, went on to Madura. O Srinivasa, this place where Radhika performed her enchanting childhood pastimes is most secluded. Discussing in this way, they passed the night in Ravala, enjoying the nectarian glories of Lord Krishna. Who can describe the ecstatic feelings of love Sri Raghava Pandita, Srinivasa and Narottama experienced? Whoever hears this story attentively will attain the lotus feet of Sri Radha Krishna and Sri Chaitanya.
Yeah, this was the point of discussion last time. Attentiveness. Attentiveness in the Krishna Katha. Attentiveness in the Shravanam. Attentiveness in the Nam. Basically, attentiveness, reciprocating with Krishna. Yeah, we have read this. Okay, I think, now we can, Ambika Kanana, Sudarshana. This is where we need to start. Somebody else, please. Can start.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, please.
Yeah. After bathing in Vishrama Tirtha, they joyfully came to Ambika Kanana on the bank of the Krishna Ganga. Seeing Sri Ambika Devi and Gokarnakya Shiva, Srinivasa and Narottama became filled with ecstasy. Raghava Pandita spoke softly and pointed out a beautiful place on the bank of river Krishna Ganga. It was here that Nanda and other cowherd men came nicely dressed on pilgrimage to have darshana of the deities. Nanda and the other cowherds offered various kinds of worship to Gokarnakya, Mahadeva, and Ambika. Nanda Maharaja was taking rest at this beautiful place, when suddenly a large black snake began to swallow him. Seeing his father being swallowed by the snake, Krishna slightly smiled and touched the snake with his foot. By the touch of Lord Krishna's lotus foot, the body of the snake vanished and a divine form appeared in its place. That person explained to the Lord that previously he was a Vidyadhara named Sudarshana, but he was cursed by a Brahmana to become a snake. Sudarshana then offered prayers at the lotus feet of Krishna and returned to his own abode. The cowherdmen, headed by Nanda, became overwhelmed in great affection for Krishna, and along with the Sakhas, they brought Krishna and Balrama to their home.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. So Ambika Kanana. This is the place where this pastime happened. Nanda Maharaj swallowed by the snake. That's by the Gandharva. So the Papa Vimochana of Gandharva, who was in the form of a snake, happened at Ambika Kanana. This place is called Ambika Kanana because of Ambika Devi. Worship of Ambika Devi and Gokarnakya Mahadeva. Padmapriya Mataji, I think you may.
Yes, Mataji.
I think the last paragraph, you can please finish this one. Yeah.
O Srinivasa, see the best of all holy places, Sri Akrura Tirtha. This well-known place is very dear to Krishna. By taking bath here on Purnima, especially during Kartika, one is liberated from this material world. Whatever result one can achieve by bathing in all the holy places can be attained by taking bath here. Whoever takes bath at this place on the day of a solar eclipse gets the benefit of performing a Rajasuya or Ashwamedha Yajna. These statements are confirmed in the Shaurav and Adivaraha Puranas. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. See, the same, all this, Srimad Bhagavatam is also read by Karmakandis and many others. Same thing like Dhamma, Nama, Krishna Katha. Whatever our desire is, like Nama Chintamani. Chintamani means the one that gives whatever we desire. If we are desiring material boons, material opulences, so be it. Dhamma gives, Krishna Katha gives, Nama gives those four things, right? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, any of those things. But the ultimate benefit that one can obtain from Nama, Dhamma or Kada is the Panchama Purushartha. That is Krishna Preeti. Preeti towards Govinda. And now somebody else, please. Krishna begs food.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare.
O Srinivasa, Sri Krishna Chaitanya came to stay in a solitary place here in Akrura Grama. In order to avoid the crowds in Vrindavana, he would come here to eat. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the deliverer of the whole world. Who can understand his mentality? See this enchanting place, Srinivasa, where the Munis headed by Angira were performing a sacrifice. Krishna sent his Sakhas here for food. But the Brahmanas became angry by the boys' request. When the boys returned to Krishna and explained what had happened, Krishna sent them to the wives of those munis. Happy for the opportunity, the wives brought food to this place and offered it to Krishna and his friends. Krishna and his friends then ate here and enjoyed unending bliss in this pastime. Everyone felt greatly satisfied in their hearts, and therefore this place became known as Bhojanasthala.
Yeah, so this is the pastime, Bhojanasthala, Yajnapatnis. And in this pastime, Yajnapatnis, the Brahmanas who were doing yajna were so much caught up in doing the yajna right. So much so that when Krishna and Balarama came to the yajna and said, "We are hungry, can you give us something?" Then the Brahmanas did not really pay much attention to it or give anything to them. But the wives of the Brahmanas, who are not so educated and not so austere and considered less to their husbands, they wanted to give Krishna and Balarama the food that they are asking for. So in this way, the Brahmanas were caught up in the rituals and the procedures, and they lost Krishna and Balarama's mercy. But the wives, who were not so educated, not so austere, they got more mercy than their husbands just because they were able to please Krishna and Balarama. So it's not so much about what we are doing externally, the procedural things, how well we are doing, how much we are doing. Not so much about that. What are we feeling for Krishna? How are we treating Krishna? So Bhakti is about that. That's why the Yajnapatnis, they won. So this is the Leela Stali, Bhojana Stala. Yes, please, continue.
From the Vrajavilasa Stava comes this description. This is the place where the beautiful wives of the Yajasic Brahmanas fed various types of fine food to Krishna and Balarama with great love and devotion. I sing the glories of this place and those Brahmanas' wives.
Yeah, thank you. So those people that are so much concerned about the procedural aspects to get the result, expected result, more geared towards the result, that is more of karma khandik, procedural aspect to gain the result that we are looking for. But those whose focus is more about the heart of Krishna, not about the procedures of how to make him appear, then that is more of the bhakti way of doing bhakti, when our thought is more about the feelings of Krishna, the heart of Krishna, rather than the procedural and the amount of what we are doing. And it may be so when somebody is focused on pleasing Krishna. It may be so that they may do so much of service, and that too very affectionately. They will be empowered accordingly. So this is not to minimize the amount of service to be offered, but to bring our focus to how we are offering that service. Having said that, in the very beginning, especially when we are beaten by Rajas and Tamas in the very beginning, even to offer mechanical service, whatever, any service, even if it is japa or the arti or doing some Vaishnava seva, even if it is mechanical also, it will have its own benefit in the beginning. Just to keep that in the back of the mind, just that more result will be there if the right mood is also added to that. in any case, we keep going, the mood will come. Yes, please, somebody else. Shri Vrindavana.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Hari.
Sri Raghava described the glories of Vrindavan to Srinivasa and Narottama. In the Adivaraha Purana, it is stated, O Prithvi, this 12th forest, Vrindavana, is the destroyer of all vices and is protected by Vrindadevi. It is certainly my favorite place. Here I will perform pastimes with my gopis, and gopis in the famous beautiful places. In this place, I will perform pastimes with my gopas and gopis in the famous beautiful places which are beyond the attainment of the demigods. Vrindavan is described in the Skanda Purana, Mathura Khanda, as follows. Vrindavan is completely under Vrindadevi's grace. Sri Hari himself lives in this splendid, incomprehensible place, which is served by the demigods headed by Brahma and Shiva. Extending over a wide area, Vrindavan is decorated with forests of tulsi and the ashramas of saints. Vrindavan is as dear to Govinda as Lakshmi is to Vishnu. Surrounded by his cowherd boys and cows, Madhav sports in Vrindavan with Balaram. Oh, what a beautiful place is Vrindavan, where Govardhan mountain, along with many other holy places created by Lord Vishnu, are situated. Then in the Padma Purana it is stated, Vrindavan is filled with transcendental bliss. It destroys the greatest sins and miseries. Simply by living there, one is awarded liberation. Vrindavan is also described in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.11.28 in the following words. Between Nandeshwara and Mahavana is a place named Vrindavan. This place is very suitable because it is lush with grass and plants and creepers for the cows and other animals. It has nice gardens and tall mountains and is full of facilities for the happiness of all the gopas and gopis and our animals. There is another verse in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.10 in which one gopi says, O friend, Vrindavan is spreading the glory of the earth, having obtained the treasure of the lotus feet of Krishna, the son of Devaki. The peacocks dance madly when they hear Govinda's flute, and when the other creatures see them from the hilltops, they all become stunned.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So, Hari. So Vrindavan, Vrindavan is a place where every step is a Leela Stali. Because Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, he descended there. That's why maximum number of temples and the Leela Stalis and sacred places are present in Vrindavana. I think in thousands, 5,000, something like that. Because at every step, Lord Krishna placed, there was a Leela that was happening. Like that, Vrindavan is very dense, densely spiritual. Well, see, Lord Krishna then went to Mathura and then to Dwaraka, like that. But barefoot, Lord Krishna walked barefoot as a Gopabala in Vrindavana. And there, so there are these auspicious signs on the foot of Lord Hari, the soul of Lord Hari. So when he walks barefoot in Vrindavana, all this gourd, lotus flower, conch shell, dwaja, right? Sanchintayat bhagavatas charanarvindam vajrankushadvaja saroruhalanchanadhyam. All those divine symbols that are present, they actually caused imprint on the dust of Vraja. So all these Vrajavasis, that's how they knew if Krishna has passed by in that, in that path. So they seeing those symbols, they knew those were Krishna's footprints and nobody used to step on them. So that is Raja Vrindavana, where every step of the Lord is a Leela Stali. Yeah, and somebody else, please. Raghava and told his followers.
Krishna.
Hari Hari.
Raghava then told his followers a passage from the Gautamya Tantra, where Krishna says to Narada, "Every part of this beautiful Vrindavan is my abode. Every creature or demigod who lives in this place will attain Golaka Dham after death. The cowherd girls who live in my abode are yoginis. The 5 yojanas of Vrindavan forest are like my body, and the spinal cord of the body is the Kalandi river, which flows with nectarian water. Deities and other spirits live here in invisible bodies, and I, living within every being, never leave this place. My appearance and disappearance has been enacted in every age. The divine and glorious illumination of this place is beyond worldly visions. The glories of Vrindavan are beyond anyone's calculation. People say Vrindavan covers 16 krosha, and in the Shastra it is said Vrindavan extends 5 yojanas. Whoever has darshan of Govinda in Vrindavan never goes to Jamalaya, but attains the destination of pious persons. The temple of Sri Govind Dev is situated in Vrindavan and is surrounded by devotees. A fortunate person can have his darshan."
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yes, please. That one also, please.
In the Skanda Purana, Narad Muni says, "In Vrindavan, the temple of Govind Dev is surrounded by devoted worshippers. I prefer to live there. O king, in this world, Vrindavan is the Vaikuntha of Govinda. Vrinda and other female devotees of Krishna also remain there. O Mahapala, those great souls who get darshana of Govinda in Vrindavan are the most glorified persons in this world." Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Thank you. So that's Vrindavana Ramyasthana. Divya Chintamani Dhama. That's Radha Govinda. Radha Govinda Deva. Radha Govinda Deva. Vrindavana. Yamuna, the Kalindi river, is like the spinal cord of Vrindavan. And we've talked about how every step of the Lord in Vrindavana is a Tirthasthali, densely spiritual. That's Vrindavana. And we heard about Bhojanasthala. Yeah. Okay, dear devotees. Yeah. What are your take-home points? 1, 2, 3. 3 of you, please go ahead. What do you want to take home?
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari.
Krishna Mataji. The mood of the Brahman Patnis, Mataji.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
Thank you.
Patnis.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, dear devotees, we'll pause here then. Yeah. And then we'll meet again.
Hare
next
Krishna,
week.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Yeah. Yes,
Mataji,
Prabhu.
the moon-like face, Gaurachandra.
Good. The mood of Yajnapatnis, the moonlight face of Gaurachandra. Thank you.
Yeah, for me also, Mataji, the mood, I think,
Of
you're
Yajnapatnis.
explaining
Yes.
as well, Mataji, the importance of that.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So I think on Mondays we will hear bhajan. On Wednesdays we'll do Bhakti Ratnakara until we complete this, and then we'll continue Chaitanya Charitamrita after that. So we'll see you next. Today is what? back. Oh, today's Wednesday. Yeah, so on Monday we'll hear the bhajan again. Bhakti Ratnakara on next Wednesday. All right, dear devotees. Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. The mood of Yajna Patnis and the mood